Greetings, fellow traveler. Welcome to Stories of Skyrim. Please take a seat next to the fire and enjoy today's tale. Let us begin. The Third Era, an abbreviated timeline. The last year of the First Era, by Jaspis Ignatios. It has been said that the citizens of the Empire who make the same mistakes as their forebears deserve to suffer the same fate. And while this may be true, it is hard to deny that the Empire's history is so long that our forebears have made so many mistakes, it's sometimes hard to keep track. This work is meant to serve as a concise compilation of the Empire's most recent events, and in this, our current age, what we have referred to as the Third Era. It is a period of time that has yet comprised less than 500 years, but it should serve as a starting point for those who wish to study our Empire's vast and varied history, and maybe, just maybe, prevent the repeat of a disaster. It is also worth noting that when viewed in such a succinct structure, one truly gets a sense of just how often our great empire has changed leadership. Indeed, it can be argued that much of the empire's history in these past 5 centuries is changing rule from the very empire itself. First century. Third Era, Year 0. Beginning of the Third Era, when all province of Tamriel are unified. Year 38. Death of Emperor Tiber Septim and the crowning of Emperor Pelagius. Year 41. Assassination of Emperor Pelagius and crowning of Empress Kentria. Year 48. Death of Empress Kentria and crowning of Emperor Uriel I. Year 64. Death of Uriel I and crowning of Emperor Uriel II. Year 82. Death of Emperor Uriel II and crowning of Emperor Pelagius II. Year 99. Death of Emperor Pelagius II and crowning of Emperor Antiochus. 2nd century. Year 110. War of the Isle. Year 111. Knights of the Nine founded by Sir Amnil Lanus. Year 114. Reported death of Empress Kentria II. Year 119. Birth of Pelagius III. Year 121. Uriel III proclaimed emperor. Year 121. War of the Red Diamond. Third Era. Year 123. The 23rd of Frostfall. Actual death of Empress Kentria II. In captivity, in secret. Year 127. Death of Emperor Uriel III and crowning of Empress Sepphoris I. Year 137. Death of Potema, the Queen of Solitude. Year 140. Death of Empress Sepphoris I and crowning of Emperor Magnus. Year 145. Death of Emperor Magnus and crowning of Emperor Pelagius III. Year 153. Death of Emperor Pelagius III. Kataria takes throne from husband Pelagius, becomes empress. 3rd century. Year 200. Death of Empress Kataria and crowning of Emperor Cassander. Year 202. Death of Emperor Cassander and crowning of Uriel IV. Year 247. Death of Uriel IV and crowning of Emperor Sepphoris II. Year 249. Invasion of the Empire by the Lich Cameron Usurper. Year 253. Cameron Usurper controls the Dwinian region with Nightmare Host. Year 267. Defeat of Cameron Usurper. Year 268, crowning of Emperor Uriel V. Years 271 through 284, various conquests of Emperor Uriel Septim IV. Year 288, invasion of Akavir by the forces of Emperor Uriel Septim IV. Year 290, death of Emperor Uriel V and crowning of Emperor Uriel VI. 4th century. Year 307, Uriel VI gains full power as emperor. Year 320, death of Uriel VI and crowning of Empress Morihatha. Year 331, publication of the second edition of A Pocket Guide to the Empire. Year 339, assassination of Empress Morihatha and crowning of Emperor Pelagius IV. Year 389, Jagar Thorn betrays Emperor Uriel Septim VII. Year 396, regional wars throughout Tamriel. Year 396, Arnestian War. Year 399, defeat of Jagar Thorn. Year 399, founding of Orsinium. 5th century. Year 403, assassination of Ysandus, the king of Daggerfall. Year 414, Vardenfall territory open for settlement. Year 417, the Warp in the West occurs. Year 421, Greywind finds the Crimson Scars. Year 427, beginning of the Blight Curse in Vardenfell, and arrival of the Nevar. Year 427, the Blood Moon prophecy comes to pass on the Isle of Solstheim. Year 432, publication of the third edition of A Pocket Guide to the Empire. Year 433, assassination of Uriel Septim VII. Year 433, the Oblivion Crisis. Year 433, the Knights of the Nine are reformed. I'd like to thank you for listening all the way. If you did, it's a little more of a history lesson per se and not an actual story, but either way it's important outlining, showing how the Empire has changed throughout 5 centuries worth of time. Because after the Oblivion Crisis in the year of 433, that is when the 4th era changes over. And that is where Skyrim takes place, and we do not know the era that the new game will be taking place, but I believe, and it's hard to determine if they'll change it from the 4th era to the 5th era, determined by the invasion, I wouldn't say invasion, but the resurrection of the dragons and Alduin's attempt to eat the world. I would label that probably as era defining, but you know, that's just me, guys. I'm not the one writing the games or the lore. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help the channel grow as I make my way to 1,000 followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call them. That is my goal. I would like to get that, and yeah, I like making content for you guys. So yeah. And until then, may the mead in your mugs always be cold, and friends be near the fires.